Have you ever thought to yourself, boy, I wish I could spend 3 hours sorting through over 40,000 puzzle pieces to put together a massive Disney puzzle that would take up more than 120 square feet of your floor?
Wow.
Oh, you have? Then meet this puzzle-obsessed Texas woman. After exhausting all of her own puzzles and resources, she found this monster and started chipping away at it. Now that she's completed it, she's left with the question with, what do I do with this finished product? She says she's going to frame the Beauty and the Beast section, then decide what to do with the rest later. The bigger question I have for her is, what's she going to do with all that free time now that this puzzle is done? And my question to all of you is, what's a bigger waste of time? Calling an airline and trying to get an actual person, or watching 4 hours of the Westminster Dog Show?
This is easy.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Really?
wanna
It's
say it
that
out, Lee?
easy?
Yeah. Well, the one we agree. Yes.
Bigger waste of time
On the count of three.
One, two, three.
Calling the
airline.
airline. Yes, absolutely. I would watch dogs for days.
Same.
I
I'd
don't
do
care
that for free.
I mean, literally, my dog is so lazy. She rolls over on her back, and I'm like, oh, I could watch it for hours. You know, they don't even have to do
your dog
anything.
is really cute, though.
Yeah, but you try to call, you know, an airline representative or something, and also half the time, if you're already calling, it's because there's some sort of stressful situation going on. You're stuck somewhere, you're delayed, something, you know, and so the emotions are already heightened by that
1,000 other
point.
people are calling as well.
And then it's like, you know, you're screaming, representative, as loud as you can, agent. So yeah, I think it's a huge waste of time because now half the time you can do what you need to do on the apps anyways, the airline
true.
apps. So yeah.
I also agree with them.
Yeah.
I actually,
It's a rising clean sweep here.
It is a clean sweep here, and the reason why, it's funny because whenever the Westminster Dog Show growing up, it would come and my mom would have it on TV. So I'm like, oh, what's going on here? Check out the groups. Oh, what are we in the sporting group or the toy group? I'm serious about it. Yeah. So
Toy group.
Yeah,
the
there's a
little
lot
ones.
of the sporting dogs. So it was a thing, and honestly, it was on a few weeks ago, and I had it on.
Did you really?
I did. I wanted to check it
While
out.
he was on hold waiting to get an actual person.
Customer service.
Name a better job in the world than being a judge of the dog show.
Truly.
I love it all. the
Game
time.
show host.
Okay, true.
So,
Talk show host.
yeah. I don't know what you do, Christian. When we were watching it, I brought Izzy and I plopped her up and I did the thing. I lifted the nose and put the and she's like, I'm like, oh, you wouldn't even be coming close to meddling in this
Are you one of those people that when you're done watching something like that, you automatically assume you're like a trainer now too, and you can train your dog?
That dog's got a great, great physique or whatever. Man, that coat on that dog's really shiny, man. That's a good-looking coat.
Great pedigree.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So
Slow
all
mower.
3 dog owners here?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Well, that puts me odd man out. You guys, as we know, we've discussed on the show, not a fan of the dogs.
Wow. Did you get bit as a kid or something?
No, there's a few things that every dog owner will say to me. One is, did you get bit as a kid? No. Did you have a bad experience with a dog? No. Just not a fan. And then the very next thing that is said to me is, but you'd like my dog.
You haven't met mine.
Every dog owner says. I actually,
Win you over.
my family for my birthday, I think it was a few years ago, my daughter had a shirt made up for me that says, but you'd like my dog.
Oh, that's funny.
It was funny. Yeah.
You
I
would.
can't wear it because every dog person will know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
They're like,
Like,
he's
oh,
not
gosh,
a
he's
fan.
not
No, who is this guy? We got to talk to him.
I'll also say this about the trying to get a hold of someone, an actual person. The thing that bothers me about that is all the auto prompts that you do before where it's like, enter in this information, enter in this information. And I know that's just to kill time to make me think I'm doing something.
Yes.
That's going to eventually, when I get to a live person, they're going to go, oh, well, we got you, Mr. Suffin, your last 4 digits just so scary. Like that's all being computed into some, it's not. It's just to kill time to make me think I'm doing something.
And they make you like type in your confirmation number and all
then
that stuff.
ask you
And then
for
the
it.
moment they get on the phone, so can you tell me your confirmation?
Yeah.
I already put it in. What was the point?
I actually, at one point in time, I went through all the prompts. I was like, all right, I'll stay in line and whatever. And then I finally get through to the person, and I just said, shoot me straight. All of that was useless and for nothing. And she was just like, yes. she flat out owned it because
And
she's
you
just
know-
like, I have none of that info in front of me. I'm like, I know.
That
But
real
now that-
honesty, you needed
Yeah,
that in
now
that
that,
moment.
now that we have, now that we've gotten through all of that,
And that makes that conversation a little bit more easier to be had because you
Yeah.
know that they know, and you're like, all right, here's the deal.
Yeah. Let's not
so-
play any games here.
Yeah.
Let's get it over with.
I try and keep in mind when I get that person on the line that what I'm angry about or upset about is not necessarily their fault.
Right.
Yeah.
And I try and always lead with that. I'm really angry. I know what I'm about to be angry about is not a direct result of you and the job you've done. Unfortunately, you're going to be on the receiving end
I am
of this.
fully that person too. I get loud, I get upset, and then I go, I know you're just doing your job. This is not to you, so I apologize in advance. I'm just really frustrated right now.
But usually opening with that generally gets you a little bit of leeway.
Yeah.
Sure. The other one I like using is when you're just getting the constant run. When I get the runaround, that's when I don't get angry. I just get like overly sarcastic. So like, can I speak to a supervisor? I am the supervisor. Well, let me speak to your supervisor. Like I was like, well, so no, you are top of the food chain.
Yeah. You own the company.
You own the company. I said, first of all, congratulations on all your success, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule as the owner of this company to talk with me directly.
I feel honored.
And then you just be quiet, and then there's just like,
oh man.
and then they're like, hold on,
I can help you. Yeah.
The other one is to say, when they're like, well, it's going to take a while. I'm going to have to put you on hold because they want to get off the phone with you, and I just say, that's okay. I'm college educated and unemployed. And then they just like they do that calculation in their head, and then they're
All the
like,
time
okay.
in the world, baby.
All right, let's see what you guys. Oh, we're tapping this one over the edge after I'm done talking. Let's see what you guys had to say. We send it out to the streets.
Calling the airlines, trying to get a real person, that's the bigger waste of time. The Westminster Dog Show, I'd rather watch that, watch dogs run around in circles, running through hoops, and you know, doing little silly stuff than trying to get someone on the airlines who probably isn't even at the airlines. It's, you know, someone in Japan or somewhere at the 800 number. So the dog show is for me.
All right, so Carol is in with the entire Rising team. Take them, pass them down. Nice job. When we come back from this quick break, we're going to figure out which one of these panelists has something on their mind that they need to send over the edge. Don't go anywhere.